Let's learn more about the if conditions. Imagine that you need more conditions. For example, if the salary is less than 1000, you would like to print that you are poor. Else, if the salary is between 1000 and less than 20,000, then you print something like good salary. Else, if salary is greater than 20,000, you print something else. As you see, we might have more complex logic in our programs. So the Python provide us with what we call the if and elif. Elif is abbreviation for else if. It means if this condition didn't happen, then move to the next condition. So the overall syntax is as following. Let's see the code here. I'm reading a salary here as an integer and saying if salary is less 1000, execute line number 6. Else if salary is greater than 1000 and less than 20,000, print good salary. Else print you are rich. Observe the following. Every block here, everything is under if or elif or else is something that has an indentation, and they share the same indentation for spaces. What happened is as following. The interpreter read this condition. If the condition is satisfied, it jump inside its body here, the block of code, and once it is done, it go totally outside all of this block after line 11. What if the if condition isn't satisfied? It moves to the second else if condition. So it's actually searching for one valid condition. If it's accepted, it jumps completely outside of the if else statements. Otherwise, it moves to the next one. There is here what we call an else. An else is something that doesn't need more if condition. It will be applied anyway if every if and elif is failed before it. So the if elif chain consists of if condition in the begin. So the first one must be if, and the in-betweens one can be elif, and the last one can be elif or else. And again, remember the flow. The first one is going to be checked. If true, we go to its body. Otherwise, we go to the next elif. If true, we go to its body. Otherwise, we go to the next elif or else, and so on. Once you wrote an else, you cannot put an elif after it. If you entered here, for example, 200, if 200 less than 1000, the program will print line number 6, you are poor, and that's it. But for example, if we enter the 5000, if 5000 less than 1000, false, it jump to line 7. If 5000 is between 1000 and line 20,000, yes, it go to its block of code and print a good salary. Finally, if we printed something like 1 million, 1 million is less 1000, no, it jump to line 7. 1 million is between these two numbers, no, it jump to line 9. Else, it's going to execute it anyway, so it's going to print you are rich. Let's write a nice application about that program. I would like you to think about a program that is going to read an integer and print as following. If it has one digit, 2 digit, 3 digit, 4 digit, or 5 plus digits. For example, if we entered 556, this has 3 digits. If we enter this big number, it has 5 plus digits. If we enter this 5, it's just 1 digit. So we will only print one of these 5 values. And for simplicity, you can assume the number would be always positive number. I would like you to stop the video and make use of the FLF idea. The solution is simple. Do not try to make it complicated. Here is a simple program. We will read the number from the user. And if the number is less than 10, then definitely is 1 digit. Elif, if the number is less than 100, then it's definitely 2 digits. Elif or else if the number is less than 1000, is definitely 3 digits. Elif, if the number is less than 10,000, it's 4 digits. Otherwise, it must be 5 digits or more. So if we entered, for example, 5623, it will fill here and jump to line 7. It will fill here and jump to line 9. It will fill here and jump to line 11. It will succeed here. So line 12 will be evaluated, and then we jump to line 15. In the block of code of your code, you can put whatever you would like, and that could be another if condition. If you are putting an if condition inside if condition inside if condition, we call it nested if condition. So read this code here. It seems that we read a number, then we are checking if the number is between 100 or 200, and this if has the same level as this else. So either this body of code here from line 6 to line 14 will be executed, or line 16 and after it will be executed. Now let's go inside the block here, and for example assume you entered something like 150. Then here we print this statement, and there is this all is in the same block of code here, all of it. So it's line number 6 is executed, then line number 8. Line number 8 is giving another check. If number mod 2 is equal 0, is if this is true, is going to execute from line 9 to line 13 as a one block. Otherwise it jumps to line 14 here. So observe here, if else is one level of indentation, print if else is another level of indentation, print if in another level of indentation. This is a block of code. This is a block of code. From line F to line 15, this is all a line of code. Observe here, Python is putting for you this thing. If you click over it, it is going to collect all of these lines of code together as one block. So overall, there are 3 styles when you come to writing to if conditions. You can just write if condition and body as we did in the last time. You can have something like if condition body elif, and that's all. So all of them are if, elif. Finally, you can have if, elif, and ending up with else. The first one always have to be if. You don't need to add any more. You can add a lot of elif, you can add a lot of if, and end up with else. Only one of the bodies will be executed. You don't execute multiple bodies. So either this body or this body or this body or this body or this body will be executed. Here in case we have an else, if all of these bodies failed, then this body must be executed. That's all.